American has poured billions and billions of dollars into wind energy production. Iowa has been a place where you've put a lot of that money. Is there more money going into wind on the way?
Yeah, we've built about 2,300 megawatts of wind, which represents close to a $4 billion total investment between our West Coast utilities and Iowa. We have approval to build another 1,000 megawatts in the state of Iowa, which will take several years to go forward, and that'll be roughly $2 billion investment as well. So, yeah, we think wind plays an important part in the states that we operate in.
Well, you say an important part in the states we operate in, and part of what the reality is with wind is that it's not always blowing. It's not a reliable, constant source of renewable energy. Isn't there a lot of risk in wind, David?
Well, there is if it's done improperly. The reality, and it's true, that's true about all renewable energy sources. Mm-hmm. You know, you think about solar being a great source, and it may well be, but when a cloud gets between the solar panel and the sun,
sure,
the electricity stops. When wind stops blowing, electricity stops in a wind turbine. So you need to mix them into your system in a way that the remainder of your system can support that variability until we get to a point where significant battery storage is available to store renewables. One of the realities about most renewables, not always the case, but in many cases, the renewables available at non-peak periods, and we need it during peak periods. So if we can find a way to be able to store that wind, right, particularly, solar more often shows up during times of peak energy use. Not always, kind of depends on the location, but wind oftentimes is not during the peak period. So storage is going to be a critical element of the infrastructure if we're really going to try and take renewables where many people would like to see them in the grid system.
More than the 7% that they make up now. I mean, if you look at a pie chart of how Americans get their energy, it's phenomenal to see how little comes from renewables.
Yeah, realistically, renewables, unless you include nuclear or hydro, renewables are only about 2% of the national portfolio.
Solar and wind, I know, it's phenomenal. You have said, and I'll quote here, the one thing we don't do is get involved in fads. We're looking at game changers. So what's the game changer that you're looking at?
Well, I think the technology in wind has come of age. The various manufacturers are producing extremely good equipment. General Electric, Vestas, and a number of others, Siemens and Mitsubishi and others, very good piece of equipment. That wasn't the case back in the 80s. There was a lot of development going on, and a lot of those turbines didn't work very well. Mm-hmm. So I think, number one, the wind technology has really come of age. Where we can mix it in because of the advancements in technology, where we can mix it into our grid system effectively, it's actually a very good, it produced a very good, cost-effective electricity for our consumers. The game changer that we really need to get to is that storage capacity. That would allow much greater amounts of renewables to be used.